Manifestation is a pretty hot topic these days, and it is a practice that I enjoy so much, which is why my manifestations occur so quickly. When we are inviting things into our lives through connection, joy, bliss, ecstasy, we are amplifying our energy fields. We are heightening our energetic state. And so, that which we desire can then be drawn to us. It's all about magnetism. At the beginning of this year, I said, my theme for this year is magnetism. This whole passageway that we've just moved through with COVID, that was such a wave of feminine energy to reset this masculine patriarchal push that our world finds itself steeped in. And the universe will always balance itself out. So we had this time where we had to sit and rest and reflect. It was very uncomfortable for many. And for many layers and reasons, it was very challenging on mental health and our wellness. But it also was such an opportunity to really look at ourselves. So I thank the feminine energy for the power and the strength to look deeply within and to face the death and the birth that must be experienced when we choose to grow. So those of you who took this opportunity of COVID as a chance to grow and go into the discomfort of the chaos and the unknown, you have chosen quantum manifestation. You have chosen quantum growth because you are moving with the energies that are presented to you. Those of you who have resisted this are sinking down even deeper into despair. There is hope in every moment. Every moment is an opportunity to shift the way you have been doing things and step into something new. It requires bravery. It requires curiosity. It also requires support, not doing it alone. The network that you have around you, is it supporting your growth? And if not, ask yourself, how am I resisting receiving the support that I need? How can you begin to manifest the life that you desire? Through deeply tapping in to the present moment, to the sensations of the body, by choosing gratitude, by choosing to notice the details of the world around you. There are so many practices that I choose to weave into my daily life so that I can stay connected to a state of ecstasy, clarity, harmony. And the chaos of the world around me is simply an opportunity to return every breath, every heartbeat to my center. Because when I am in my center, there I am in my divine creator state, because I am not pulled by this or that. I am not judging and compartmentalizing. I am simply present. I am simply witnessing. I am witnessing myself, my sensations, my experience. And I am open to see everything as simply energy. And that strips away the stories, strips away the fears. But it has been a process to get here. And that is what I'm excited to share with you. I want to share tools, practices, techniques, stories. I want to hear about your stories. I want to hear about the layers of fears and patterns that you have that you're ready to let go of. And I'm here to witness you choosing to reconnect to your clarity, your power, your harmony. And I want to remind you that this world is an ecosystem. And if you allow your distraction, the distraction of the world around you, to pull you outside of yourself, disassociation through any number of practices. I mean, we disassociate and can do anything. What are we using to disassociate? Are we noticing when we start disassociating? Are we willing to look at why we are afraid? When you choose to ask for support, to receive, to be held by the universe while you go through your growth, you will have everything that you need. And I've been reminding my clients recently, it's coming up a lot right now, that there's always that point in growth, in death, in birth, in giving birth, where you think, I can't do this. I really can't do this. And it's always on the other side of that contraction, fear. What are we afraid of? We're afraid of letting go of what we know right now. We don't know what's on the other side. It's scary. But when you reconnect to the innate trust that we have before we experience trauma, before we come into our bodies and receive all this messaging from our parents and our DNA and our ancestors and the energies in this world. Before that, where were you? What were you? Well, we do know that energy cannot be destroyed. It only moves shape and form. So the energy that came into this body to give you life is a part of all of the interconnected energies that are filling this magnificent multiverse. And though there are distinctions in the way the energy is formatted here in this plane and throughout the metaverse, it is also true that this shirt is made up of different cells, different molecules than what makes up this metal and this stone. And yet, at its finest, smallest, simplified point, it is simply energy. It is simply an atom with positive and negative and neutral energies coexisting together, co-creating together to create different bonds that form different structures. We are the same. And so we are part of this ecosystem. We are interconnected, always. And so when you think something, when you believe that you really believe that you don't deserve to have your needs met without struggle, because let's just talk about that. That is some of the deepest societal imprinting of a consumerist, capitalist nation. We are imprinted in our minds and therefore our bodies that we must struggle in order to survive, that there's not enough for everyone, that we must be in competition. We are here to break through these patterns. We get to choose how we live. Those of you who are ready to step outside of a fear-based way of living, of a lack and war-based way of living, we must come into our own inner peace in order to heal the world around us, in order to experience something different in our own lives We must take that personal responsibility to let go. And the only way that we can let go of the old ways of being that are not serving us, that are limiting our experience, once we begin to peel those away, we see that it's always a choice, every moment. And so I, every day, choose to learn to live more into my power of choice, into my divine creator state. And I say, oh, well, am I really enjoying this thing that keeps stressing me out and keeps showing up in my life? No, I'm not really enjoying it. So I'm going to continue to imagine a life and to speak that I experience a life without that stress. So one that I've been moving with these past years is I've chosen to have the mantra, I never am stressed about money. And being specific, I choose to envision myself with so much abundance, financial wealth, that I am able to share that with my community, enrich my community, make others' dreams come true, support artists that I see the power of their work. I choose to empower myself, to step into my own creative power, to open myself to divine, magnificent abundance so that my network, my community can thrive. Whatever it is that you desire to manifest, I encourage you to discover, is this coming from my deepest joy? Or is this something I want to manifest because I'm limiting myself, I'm afraid, I'm coming from a negative place? I want you to really imagine, maybe get to where you're really comfortable, whatever that happy place is for you, cuddled up in bed, taking a bath, out in the forest, talking to a friend. Get into a space where you feel really nourished and open and spacious. And I want you to tap in and ask yourself, what brings me the most joy and bliss? Is it resting? Is it relaxing? Is it helping others? Is it working with children? Is it working with animals? Is it creating systems? What brings you joy? Begin to map out your manifestations of your life from that place. Because I promise you, as you begin to lean into letting your joy and your bliss guide you, that joy frequency, literally the thoughts and the hormonal chemicals and the body sensations and the hormonal chemicals, all of them carry a certain frequency. Every hormone that is a certain molecule has a certain energy field. That energy field is always rippling out. And so every time you are in a state of joy, your literal energetic field, your electromagnetic field is impacted, and you are beaming out joy frequencies around you, okay? And when you are doing in life what you love doing, whatever that is, you are beaming joy out into the world. So let's find a way for you to live into your joy, to allow your profession to align with your joy, to allow your relationships to be in harmony and promote joy. When you are living that life, everything that you need is gravitated towards you. It is effortless because the system, the network, the way that the intelligence of the cosmic body, the universal body, the earth body, the solar system, the bodies that we live in, They know how to work optimally. They are designed to always be evolving to optimal harmony. Allow yourself to tap into quantum manifestation through personal healing so that you can open the pathways. And once you go through that personal healing portal where you choose, I'm going to be on this journey of personal healing and I'm going to keep going on it. And I know I am reminding myself that it's an ongoing journey forever. But how beautiful, because I can just learn to harmonize more and more and more and build and expand with the beings around me. Abundance can only be received when we are open, when we are vulnerable, when we release our fears and our traumas. True abundance. Because there are many people who have a lot of money, but they do not feel the richness, the ecstasy of the moment. They can't feel it. They're chasing it with money. I'm all about living the life of ecstasy, wealth, abundance, and joy on all levels. There's enough energy for everyone. Start living by that motto and see where it takes you. Join me in this quantum manifestation field. And stay tuned. I'm going to be offering immersive retreats, immersive transformational experiences, more courses. And it's all about reminding you how to reconnect with your power so that you can be in the center of the storm, so that you can be seated on the throne, the pillar of divine inner harmony, divine union, where you can see the good and the bad and not judge it. You can see clearly. This place will get you through any and everything. Because we cannot rely on anything outside of us to stay exactly the way that it is. Change is always occurring. Always. You can have the strength to dance and move with the change and co-create with it in an empowered way. I enjoy witnessing your journey. Thank you for your bravery and your curiosity. And reach out. I'm excited to hear more about your story and where you want to go, what your deep desires and dreams and visions are. Because I'm here to remind you that your piece of the puzzle is so needed. Your visions, your deepest joys being fulfilled will co-create with others' deep soul, purpose, and vision. So remember that you're not alone and that we need your vision and that you need our support. We all need each other. So let's heal the inner network and activate our network together.